Hi, my name is Sophie Goerig. This is my lesson plan video. The screencastify won't work, so I'm doing this instead. So this is the lesson plan. So the problem, I had picked Miss Nagel as my teacher. Now Miss Nagel is a credit recovery teacher who is challenged to get students to engage in their classwork because they are behind in credits. She wants technology to make it more interactive to help them get more involved. Now, Miss Nagel, in the age that I'm about to present, those students are not, they have, credit recovery, if you don't know, is when they fail a class. Now, the ninth, eighth, so it starts from 8th grade up, those are credits that you need in high school. So if they fail that, they cannot graduate. So her class is very crucial. Those kids who failed a class go to her class, and she helps get them that credit that they need to graduate. So, like I mentioned, the students age and grade level. So she teaches kids ranging from 9th graders to seniors, so around 14 to 18 years old. Like I said, it's if students had failed a class, so she pretty much has a diverse ranges from there. So she might have a 9th grader and 10 seniors, depending on what class it is and how many students she has at the time. So curriculum alignment with standards. The lesson aligns with high school Common Core state standards for math and state health education standards. The goal is for students to master the content by meeting specific learning objectives. So, such as math, they have to master the first topic before they go on to the next one. Because if you don't know how to do the first topic, you cannot do the second one because it just builds on from there. So this is like with any class that she can help with. They have to learn that first topic before they pass on. Technology. So Miss Nagel can use technology tools to help self-paced learning while keeping students learning it and engaged. So the first technology is Edpuzzle. Edpuzzle is an interactive tool that allows teachers to embed questions directly into videos. This can keep students engaged while allowing teachers to help the kids comprehend in real time. So this is a picture or a screenshot of the thing. So there's a lot of videos. Teachers can put in their questions so you know that they're paying attention while understanding the topic. The next technology I would use is Google Classroom. So Google Classroom allows students, it helps organize assignments, tracks progress, and provide feedback. It can allow students to access resources, submit work, and receive real-time feedback. So this is a picture of a screenshot of my senior year classroom, Google Classroom. There was assignments, and up over here, as I'm pointing, it says classwork and people and stream. So under the classwork, you can see any assignments, any quizzes, anything that the teachers post online, you can see. But of course, and teachers can also see what the score you make on a quiz, depending on if they allow it to or not. So the next thing I'll be teaching is Khan Academy. Khan Academy, or IXL, provides personalized practice for math. It allows students to work at their own pace and receive instant feedback on progress. So here is a screenshot of a video from Khan Academy. It gives you videos from a topic that you might need to learn. I know my 6th grade teacher, she assigned us topics of what we would need to be learning and mastering. So this allowed us to understand the master. And during the video and after, it will give you quizzes and questions for you to answer, so you know the topic. The next one I would use is Google Docs. So Google Docs allows students to work and get their ideas out on an online page while allowing teachers to see the doc in real time. So here's a screenshot of my assignment from this class. If you allow share up here, you can let your teacher see the work you are putting. So if your teacher lets you put in these Google Docs, they can see exactly what you're doing, and they can see if you really understand the topic without pointing you out to the class or without having come up to you and for the kids to be embarrassed. So the sequence or how you would present your technology-rich lesson. I would start with Edpuzzle, where I can introduce a topic. I would let them see the video, and I would just kind of introduce that to them. I would then go on to Google Classroom where they can see the worksheets and quizzes posted. It's a really nice thing for kids to know what they're getting into, and they won't be so stressed about everything when it's piled onto them when they don't know anything. The next step I would direct the kids is to Khan Academy for self-paced practice. Having that self-paced, they don't have to be stressed about other students learning while they don't know it. So having Khan Academy there will help them with that. I would then use Google Docs to track their progress. I would put questions on Google Doc that I would submit on Google Classroom, and they would have to do it, and I can see their progress without really pointing out to them. And I can also write on their paper saying you would need to work on this. So how will you assess students' learning? Puzzled helps track quiz results to measure how well the students comprehend the video. Google Classroom helps evaluate worksheets and quizzes. Khan Academy helps them progress so they can master the topic. Google Classroom tells you about the progress of the homework and quizzes and their scores. Google Docs shows you how much they work on the topic. So having all of these will allow the teacher or Miss Nagel to know where they are and how well they are comprehending their learning. Since it is a credit recovery and they are on different subjects and different grade levels, you're going to be all over the place while teaching them. And you won't know where they are unless you look. So all these websites will allow them to help assess that learning and to fully understand what they are trying to learn and how well they know it.